Hello and welcome. Now this will be not really a comparison, more of, well, yeah, a comparison video slash versus video. Okay, the reason I'm doing this is because when I first started knife collecting, I thought, you know, Spyderco or Kershaw, not as a company but in the models, and the models I talk of are these two, the Spyderco Tenacious and the Kershaw Skyline. Spyderco Tenacious, look at the review or reviews, there are plenty of reviews out there, plenty of unboxings. It's just a legendary knife in the knife community, for the money and what you get. Okay, likewise, some might say that the Kershaw Skyline holds a similar status, okay, in terms of value and what you're getting. Okay, some people may put it in the Hall of Fame for knives. So two legends facing off. Okay, and this is really a video just to kind of make your mind up and you know, just to compare them really. I'm not going to say who wins at the end or anything like that. I'm literally just going to compare them, and you know, hopefully that will help you cement your decision. Okay, so talk about the price first of all. Now in America they're very similar prices. There's probably about, it depends where you shop, but I've seen that you can get the Skyline for about $30 to $40. Over here in the UK it's about £50. Yep. And the Spyderco Tenacious, again, I think they can get that for $30 to $40, something like that. And over here in the UK it's about 40, well, £37, £40. And I'll talk about the price a little bit later, because of you know, another option you can possibly get. Okay, oops, sorry about that. Okay, so similar prices, give or take. Handle scales, they're both G10, as you can see. Yeah, quite grippy G10. Personally, I'd actually say that the Skyline is slightly, very slightly grippier. But by all means, go into a knife shop and test them out. If you can't, well, you just have to take my word, I'm afraid. But trust me, this Skyline is just very slightly grippier. Is that a good thing? I don't know. How thin are your pants, really, or your trousers? Because of course, if it's more grippy, it may wear the material down. If it's smoother, you know, it just depends how often you're going to be removing that knife, if you're in a work environment or what have you. Okay, so the deployment on the Skyline is a flipper. It's not speed safe assisted or anything like that. It's manual, so sometimes you might fail and do that. Yeah, fail. And that's why it's got these. I believe that's one of the reasons why it has these little thumb studs. But I would say that the primary reason is to kind of stop the blade from overextending past the handle. As you can see, there's very small cutouts there, which the thumb stud kind of things fit in. Okay, I've really tried, and it's almost impossible to remove the blade using those tiny little thumb studs, because they're kind of flush to the scales. So that's flipper only, manual. It's not assisted. Okay. You've also, and then with the Tenacious, oops, blimey, sorry about that, might have to edit that out. With the Tenacious, you've got the Spidey hole. Okay, you can do it. So speed of deployment for both of them isn't really an issue. They both deploy fast if that's your kind of thing. But the Spyderco, you have the option of deploying it slower. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so that's the deployment. You can both gravity drop them out, you know, shake them out. That's fine if that's your deal as well. Liner wise, the Tenacious does have full liners on both sides, and they are skeletonized. okay, to reduce the weight. The Skyline has one liner and it's not skeletonized, okay. So if it had two and they were both skeletonized, would that be the same weight? Who knows. But either way, that adds to the thin profile of the knife, okay. And as you can see, blade centering, because of that extra piece, I mean, I'm assuming that they're both very similar sizes of G10 there either side. It is slightly to the left, but that doesn't affect the deployment. Lockup wise, it is early, quite early, to the point where I have really pushed force on the spine, you know, the spine of the blade, and it has come back. But that only happened once, and that's because I was really going for it, okay. But if you deploy the knife properly and make sure that the liner is over there, then I don't think it would fail that much. Remember, any lock on any knife has the potential to fail because it is a folding knife. It's not a fixed blade. Okay, pocket clip wise, the Skyline has this quite chunky pocket clip. Nothing wrong with that. It does ride quite high in the pocket. Likewise with the Tenacious, I'd say the Tenacious rides a little bit deeper. I like both pocket clips. I think it's personal preference, but I do prefer the Tenacious one. With the Skyline, you can affix the pocket clip tip up or tip down carry, but only on one side. With the Tenacious, it's a four-way option, so tip up, tip down, left or right. Lanyard holes, the Tenacious has this metal tube around it. Size wise, the Tenacious is a little bit larger, whereas the Skyline just has it's just drilled through. Okay, the jimping, well, that's quick for the Skyline. There is none, not really, nowhere really I can see. On the Tenacious, you have jimping on the thumb ramp and on the liner. That feels, it helps. Without a doubt, it helps. Okay, fit and finish. Made in China, made in America. I'm not going to get raveled up into which makes better or that kind of nonsense. I mean, it depends on the company, it depends on quality control, it depends if that person making the knife that day is having a good day or a bad day as well. There's lots of factors, okay? But if you blindfolded me or whatever and I had to feel these knives, I know it's a bit strange to do that, but or you removed all the logos and brands and things and you didn't tell me if it's made in China or not, honestly I couldn't really tell the difference. That's a good testament to Spyderco's quality control, but it's also a good testament to the people that make this Skyline in USA. So really they're both pretty well made. And you get a lot for your money there. Okay, a steel then. The Skyline has the Sandvik, I think it's 14C28N, which is quite high performance, corrosion resistant. On paper, definitely say that is a better, higher class steel than this Spyderco one, which is the 8CR13 MOV. Nothing wrong with that. You can get a sharp edge. You just probably need to sharpen it a bit longer. You know, a bit more frequently, sorry. Okay, ergonomics then, quickly. The Tenacious. This is a very difficult one for me to kind of decide who the winner is really for ergonomics, because the Tenacious is very comfortable. At a push though, I'd probably say that the Skyline is just a little bit more comfortable, just because of this choil area. Oh, there is jimping. Oh, my bad. Not that you really need that jimping there, and plus you can't really feel it that much. But anyway, I'd probably give that to the Skyline. It's quite comfortable, but only just. Again, this is personal preference. It can do with your hand size. Some might say that Tenacious is more comfortable. But there you go. They're the two knives. Like I say, Skyline's a little bit more pricey, but I hope that's kind of made up your mind. Just bring in this Tenacious, the kind of Ninja edition. That might be another one you might think about getting, because it is roughly similar price over here to the Kershaw Skyline. Okay, hope that's helped. If you have enjoyed this video, please comment, rate and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Take care.